Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Adam Haris bin Syabab Bahra,
My name is Muhammad Faris Fahmi bin Mokhaira Azwan.
and we're both from the HD1. And for this video, we're going to discuss about what is the advantage of technologies. What is the advantage of using technologies in education? So first, I think you should start first.
Well, in my opinion, the advantage of using technology in education is interactive tools and apps. Nowadays, most of the teachers use like traditional ways to teach students, such as using the chalkboard or using like markers. Well, it is kind of boring for the student because it looks very pale and less attractive, so that they will become much more sleepy and less focused. But by using like like projection of like the canvas, it have a bit of colors and a lot of like animation, so that students will pay their focus to the projection, and they will learn the things in the projection because it's much more fun to read it instead of a boring book.
I think it's true because it is true that technologies can make learning be interesting, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but I also think that another advantage of using technologies in education is that you can get easy access of information. This is because in our era right now of modernization, we have a lot of platforms such as Google, Safari, Wikipedia, and Chrome, and we can use that platform to search any kind of information known to humankind. Like if you need to know about this particular topic or subject, you can just search it, and you get to know any information that you want to. I think this is very easy for especially student or college student, because they need to do a lot of assignments on topic that might not be in the books, and I think it saves you sometimes rather than searching the books and going to the library. Then because you can just go use your phone or your computer and just search using that kind of platform such as Google.
Well, actually, I agree with your point, Haris. My another opinion is communication with teachers. This is because a lot of teachers nowadays, like, they have their own job, so that like us, college student, if we want to ask teacher the question that we do not understand, we need to go to the cubicle. And sometimes the lecturer is not there because they have classes and maybe another stuff they need to do. So for instance, a phone is a good alternative, so that you can communicate with your teachers everywhere, like anytime, everywhere, so that you will know the things that you want to ask your teacher instead of you go and meet them physically.
Yeah, I think it's very true. As for me, I also like to communicate with my teachers. And another point that I can include is that technologies has introduced online learning into our education system. This kind of platform has been popularized since the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, because the students are not allowed together in a closed room, so they will need to stay at home, and the only platform that you can use is online platform. There's a lot of example of apps that you can use, such as Zoom, Skype, Google Classroom, and Google Meet. And I think this is such an advantage because even that we are not in the pandemic right now, but it's much easier because the student doesn't need to walk to the classroom, and if in some situation, if the teacher cannot go to the classroom because they had something to do, it's easier to just send the link of the Google Meet that the student need to join, and the student can join anywhere they want instead of being in the classroom at the particular time. Yeah, I think that's.
Well, I think the most critical point that I want to say is communication with teachers. This is because communication with teachers is really important. Like if you have assignment or another stuff that you need to know. You may meet your teacher, but for example, if you do not go to the class that you have something else you need to do, you may be lost of information. But with the phone, you can call your teacher or message them so that you can get the information.
Yeah, but I think what you say is true. But I think the most crucial point in here is that technology has made information easier to access, especially for students. And it's not only about students, and even anyone can use this kind of platform such as Google, right?
Yeah.
So it will be easier because it's not just about education. You can search basically anything you want, everything, every knowledge that is known by the humankind. And I think that is really the most important one that we need to focus on here.
Well, I actually agree with your point because information is really crucial, and you can search it much more efficiently and much more faster instead of meet your teacher. So that we can conclude it. The most important point is
Technologies,
easy access to information.
yeah, I think we both agree that technologies has made information easier to access for students and also everyone. So I think that's the end of our discussion. Thank you and Assalamualaikum. Bye bye.